It's good to see you. Sorry about the circumstances.
Yeah. We are too.
I want to take an opportunity to thank everybody in a green vest. Could we have a round of applause for them? Speaking of good government, how about the AB facility staff? Can we have a round of applause for them? How about Sahana? And everybody on the AB Democratic Time Committee, thank you so much. I want to compliment you on your signs. They're wonderful. They are incredibly PG rated given the moment. So congratulations on that too. I had written something to say to you, but on the way here I decided I wanted to say something else. About 23 minutes ago, I was sitting in my living room holding a sick child. Now, many of you have been in that situation. You know, his cheeks were pink. He's the youngest of our three. He's the baby of our family. And in that moment, you know, in that time, you feel vulnerable for your kids, right? You feel vulnerable. You feel like your kid is vulnerable. And by the way, he's fine. And he's going to be totally fine. And you know why I know he's going to be totally fine? I know that if he gets really sick, he's going to have access to the best health care, not in the country, but in the world. And that's because he lives in Massachusetts. And I know that after he gets over this little bug, if, as he gets old enough to go to school, and he has some kind of learning issue, he's behind, maybe it's speech, maybe it's OT, he's going to have access to the Minuteman ARC for free. And I know that after they fix whatever is going on there, and he enters kindergarten, he's going to have the best teachers in the country and the best education system in the country. Because he lives in Massachusetts. And as he gets older, he's going to encounter adults in his life who value diversity and inclusion and equity because he lives in Massachusetts. He's going to be able to associate with the people that he wants to and love the people that he wants to love because he lives in Massachusetts. And then, whether he's an A, B, or C student, he's going to have access to excellent higher education, including, if it's appropriate, completely free community college in Massachusetts. And after that, he's going to have access to work programs, and if he has trouble finding a job, he's going to have access to Mass Hire because he lives in Massachusetts. And as he gets older, he's going to have relatively clean water, thank you, Matt, clean air. He's going to have open spaces because Senator Eldridge got enshrined in our Constitution the Preservation of Public Lands Act. When he ages, he's going to have access to the best long-term health care system because of the leadership of the House and Senate and this governor who gave us the Long-Term Health Act last session. He and my other children are going to have all of these things because of government. understands good government, that it has to be built from the ground up, and that efforts to tear it down are stupid. So, you've now been to this rally. I would humbly submit to you that if you find yourself at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning and you're reading your fourth think piece on Substack or the Washington Post or the New York Times about how Donald Trump is a fascist, you have a better way to spend your time. I'm just humbly submitting that to you. What I want to know, after reading and seeing the beginning of Project 2025 play out, is where is our Project 2029? And I would once again humbly submit to you that the blueprint for that project can be found right here. Just a few weeks ago, I was with some of these folks, and some of you actually, in the Acton Boxborough cafeteria, and I was treated with some colleagues to this incredible meal. Congressman Jim McGovern had come there, and we were with state officials who work on our HIP program and our agricultural programs. And we were there with members of the legislative delegation, including me, who had passed free school meals. And I was just watching in real time this incredible collaboration between local, state, and federal government. And it was just a reminder that it is still happening and it can happen. And if people see that and experience it, they will believe that and things will change. So, what I want to say to you as we wrap up here is the following. You heard some great speeches today. Really, really awesome. And how about a round of applause for all of these? And hopefully they've left you feel inspired. Certainly that's the case for me from what I heard. But I want to be also direct. What is said here today does not matter and will not change anything for this rally about change. What will change things is what you do when you go home today and tomorrow and the day after that. And so if you're sitting there inspired but perhaps searching for what you ought to do, allow me to give you a couple of ideas. Okay? Yeah. We have the best Democratic town committee of any town committee, and I'm going to include Boxborough in that. I saw you guys. It's like it's great, it's big, it's about 1/8 of the size that it should be. Okay? Join it. Join a local municipal committee. Okay? Join a local municipal committee and work on making things better through government for your neighbors. Run for office. Applause. Applause. Run for office. Get your kid to run for office. Get your cousin to run for office. If you don't want to run for office, that's fine. I get it. It kind of sucks sometimes. Help somebody else. Help somebody else do it. Get involved in that campaign. We need to remind our neighbors that government works. The good thing is, we live here and the proof is all around us. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.